We appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of the JMB family.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and
And then the question I want to ask too is if you've ever wondered where your money goes. For me, I'm a penny pincher. I know exactly where my money goes. I haven't been as tight with that lately. But usually I'm all on the money. Okay, if you feel behind, no matter how hard you work, it's like you can never get caught up. And then some of you are tired of the pressure to keep up. Because some of us feel like we have to keep up with everybody else because there's so much pressure to keep up on the social media site. So if any of that fits you, this conversation is for you. And hey, happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you who are out there as well. So are you actually broke or are you just conditioned to feel that way? What do you think?
yeah, well, all right, guys. And like Doc B said, do you guys feel broke sometimes? If so, why do you guys feel broke?
All right. Hey, Remy 777. We're doing good. What about you? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you guys. So don't type just yet. Don't say nothing. Just think, guys. Why do you feel broke right now? Tell me,
Hey,
why do you feel broke?
hey, it's not your job, it's not inflation,
Uh-huh.
and it's not even your bills. It's you. Why do you feel like you're behind?
Okay, now some of you may feel differently. Some of you may feel this because of them dollars, but
Yeah, but I see people are responding saying bills. Some
hmm
people are saying kids.
hmm
Some people are saying every all the prices
everything
is
high.
so high. Okay, but let me flip it. If your bills are paid, why do you still feel broke?
Okay, now because this isn't just about money, we're talking about going a little bit deeper than just money. This is also about perception. Remember, guys, I said earlier, sometimes all of your bills could be paid, but you still feel like you broke. And also, we're talking about the pressure, the social media to keep up, and then some people just it's just programming. You're programmed to think that you just don't have enough.
Yeah, and tonight we're actually going to break down that programming. I want you guys to type the word real if you've ever felt broke with money in your account. Put it in the chat. Type the word real if you've ever felt broke and you have money in your account.
Yeah, that's a weird feeling. So some of you are not broke, guys. Sharice, name May 82. Some of you are not broke. You're just constantly reminded of what you don't have because society, social media, maybe someone at your job is constantly reminding you of what you don't have.
Yeah, and that feeling, it's not accidental,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Not accidental at all. All right, real quick, let's give a big shout out to everybody who's joining us today. Again, Remy 777, thank you. High Roller,
Mhm.
Mr. Boss Her Up. Oh, okay, well, that's what's up.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Caribbean, yeah, man. Could be the wrong Caribbean, so forgive me. I apologize. All right, we got R Stu 18, John Lowe, Stella. Hey, hope you got your groove back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Remy 777. Thank you for the gifts. We appreciate it. So, guys, keep those gifts coming. Keep those comments coming. We want to know what you think. Remember, our slogan for our podcast is let's talk about it. So we need you guys to hit that like, that share, that subscribe, and add those comments.
And also, guys, remember, you guys know how we operate. We always like to also help our viewers and followers grow their own content. So we ask that you guys, while you're in here, please, please, please follow our top gifters, okay? Make
Okay.
sure you follow our top gifters.
Okay, guys, we see the shares are going up. We see everything is increasing. So keep it coming. Keep those likes, share, and subscribe, those hearts coming. Thank you again for sharing this live. Like I said, keep it going, guys.
All right, guys, hold up. Shout out to everybody that's tapping the screen right now. We
Mm.
appreciate it, and you know we listening to you guys, and and for our supporters, we really appreciate you guys so much.
All right, Midwest. Thank you for joining us, DJ Corey and Deborah Cox. All right, now. Okay, I like
You ain't supposed to be here.
that. Okay, guys. So if this conversation is already speaking to you, you can just feel it, go ahead and send those gifts, send those hearts, keep it coming, and help us, guys, to reach our goal. Remember, those comments will help us with the algorithms.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, family. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Let's talk about this lifestyle creep, okay? You didn't get richer, Let's not play tonight, okay? Who upgraded their life the second they started making more money?
Mm-hmm.
Answer that question, guys.
Okay, guys, just think about it. Usually, Broker J3, this is a conversation that you and I have had before. Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, that restaurant is okay. You may be like first level tier restaurant, but now that you make a little bit more change, you want to go to a restaurant that's about 3 tiers up. And what's might be good for some people and might be satisfied with that first tier, but if you make a little bit more money, then that third tier may be what you like to do. So, it depends. It depends, guys. But just remember this. Let me ask it better. Did your income increase?
Okay.
Or did your expenses increase faster?
Al Summary said, discussing how to feel financially secure despite rising bills. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So did your income increase or did your expenses increase faster, guys? Which one?
There it is. Expenses, both. Yeah.
Because nobody's going to teach you this, guys. When your income rises, your expectations rise even quicker. Some of you may not or may have recognized that that's what happened to you. But guess what, guys? That it happens. It happens because that's what you may become accustomed to.
Yeah, and you guys remember what Diddy said in one of the songs, but he said, more money, what? More problems. And that's real, guys. So let's keep it real. You didn't get richer. You got more expensive. That's really what happened. You didn't get richer. You just got more expenses as your paycheck increased.
All right, Pansy Nelson, thank you for joining us. Corner 455. Renita Joseph and Charles Senior and Jerome Praise. Thank you for joining us. Yes.
All right, guys. So talk to me. Who remembers when $20 felt like you was good? When you had $20 in your pocket, you felt like you could do some things.
I think Broker J3 is telling his age, guys.
No, seriously. At one point, if you had $20, you felt like you was good. We're not talking about necessarily paying major bills, but that $20. It can fill your gas tank up. At $20, you can feed you and your girl or whatever like that. $20, you and your girl can go to the movies. With $20, it felt like you was good.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now it's apps. Let's think about these apps. You got the fees, you got tips. That same meal that you used to purchase is now $60, and you don't even question it. That's okay. $60. It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's just like those haircuts went from $10 to almost $40.
Yeah. And even for some of those guys getting bald heads, I heard it's about how much I think it's about $30 to get a bald head. That doesn't make any sense either. And the same thing with women hairstyles. The hairstyles for women have increased as well. So guys, drop me if you're spending changed in the last 2 to 3 years. Drop the word me in the comments if you're spending changed in the last 2 to 3 years. We need to hear from you guys. I
would definitely drop a me in the comments if I was one of the listeners, because my spending has changed. It actually improved, because over the last couple of years I started looking at my finances a little bit more and tightening up my wallet.
Yeah. And guys, that's a lifestyle creep. It creeps up on you. But I call it something else. I call it pressure upgrading. Pressure upgrading, because you're changing your thought process and you're spending more money, not realizing that you really are.
Yeah, because now you're maintaining an image, not just living your life.
Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Tisa Burns and Lucius Green 886. Thank you guys for joining us. We got ID Delusa 815 and Fidel Washington. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us this evening.
Yeah, big shout outs from Boston. We see you guys. So
and drop those city and states in the comments as well. We want to know where you're from.
Yeah, and keep tapping that screen, guys. We really appreciate it.
Mhm.
So if this is hitting you, don't just sit on it. Send those gifts and show that love. But we need to break this down, what Doc B was talking about regarding to these subscriptions, because this is where it's going to get real. You're not broke. You know what? You're on auto pay.
Auto pay. You know, guys, I don't like that auto pay feature, but you know what? They have it now where you can buy something and they'll break it down for you. As a matter of fact, before you hit to purchase it and hit submit, it'll show you that you pay a lower amount where they just break it down for you in like 4 payments. And then, of course, with the auto pay, they can have it to where your payments are automatically deducted from your account. Okay?
Yeah. Now, I need everybody right now to do something right now. Everybody that's watching, if you're streaming live with us right now, I want you to pause for a second and do what I asked you to do. Open up your banking app. It doesn't matter what app it is, whether it's Bank of America, Chime, or whatever you bank with. Open up that banking app right now.
Okay, and here we go.
All right.
What you see?
Now here's what I want you to do. Now scroll through those charges. Now don't skip it. Scroll through those charges. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a second to scroll through y'all charges right now in your banking app. Okay. Go ahead and scroll through.
Go ahead, Tony Ambrose.
I know. Now some of y'all, what you see? Some of y'all might see that $9.99. That $14.99, that $19.99.
Okay, guys. So none of it felt expensive, right? Not when you first signed up.
Yeah, but together, they're draining you quietly every month. How many subscriptions you got? Drop the number in the chat right now.
And some of you may have subscriptions you don't even know you have.
Yeah.
Which that has happened to me several times before. Okay, guys. So I see 6, 10, 15. Somebody said 22. Okay,
now, you know what's happening? You're not broke. Again, you're on auto pay.
Okay, Billion said 5 as well. Okay. Oh, gosh, I can't believe this. So, and the system loves auto pay, guys, because you stop questioning what you're losing. You automatically know it's coming out, and some of you don't know it's coming out a month, but it's set up and it's programmed, so you become comfortable with it. Okay, guys. So, thank you, Keisha Towns. We appreciate you, Keith McCauley, and Charles Thompson.
Okay, so it's like this. It's almost like the illusion of being behind, because that's what it feels like. Feels like that illusion.
Okay, guys. So let's go a little bit deeper. Who feels like they should be further in life right now? Who feels like they should have more financially? Should be maybe emotionally. Some of you probably even feel like you should be settled down by now. Who feels like they should be further in life than they are right now? Let us know. Add it to the chat. Okay. Wow. Thank you, user 9899, K1305, and baby girl 43. Thank you for joining us.
Wow.
Thank you, John.
Looks like a lot of people are feeling like that right now, Doc B. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Okay, but who told you where you were supposed to be? I'm sure it's social media, probably. Society, or you always looking at your neighbor.
Yeah, but what is your timeline or your social media timeline?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Now let me give you this quick scenario. You scrolling, through your favorite app, no matter what it is, JB Live, we there. All right. Now somebody bought a house. Somebody that you may know or don't know or whatever. You see somebody traveling. They posting all those nice pics, like if they was in Bali, Bangkok, and Vietnam, like Dr. B and Broke J3, or you see somebody out there winning, they're doing their thing, they making money, all the things that you may feel like you should be doing.
Okay, and so guess what, guys? That gets to your psyche. So, and now you feel smaller, this big, even if nothing is actually wrong in your life, everything is going well, you still feel like you don't have as much as you should have. But be honest, guys, has social media ever made you feel behind? Yes or no? Add it to the chat.
Well, I'm gonna say yes, and I don't keep up with the Joneses, but sometimes, like myself, I'm a real estate broker. Most of you guys know that. That's where the broker J3 comes from. And sometimes, when I'm scrolling, a lot of my feeds are related to real estate, and I may see some of my colleagues, and it just seemed like, man, it seemed like they closing on a house every week, and I'm scuffling trying to get that one or two every couple of months. But then again, my plate is different than theirs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see them like they're doing more than I am, but yet we're two different people on two different paths.
Yeah, that is true. And Billion says that he's building a house right now. Well, congratulations. And I'm like that as well, Broker J3. I'm on social media and I see people traveling all over the world. And I envy that because I want to travel as well. So when I see that, I do feel small and I feel like I'm being, guess what? Left behind.
Yeah. Now, you know what? Now, what's happening is we are and you are comparing your everyday life, you know what, to somebody else's highlight reel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why I said it gets to your psyche. And so you feel like you're left behind. And that creates emotional poverty because you feel like you're starving yourself for what they have and what you don't have instead of just being satisfied.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So tonight we want to support our top gifters. They are helping us to keep this platform strong. So we thank you, Robert Flores. We thank you, Grace. We thank you, Sherry Bell and Frida J. We appreciate you guys and thank you for hanging out with us this evening.
And we appreciate you guys helping us hit our goals. So send those gifts. If this is speaking to you, we appreciate it. But what we need to do right now, Doc B, I think let's talk about the system of it all.
Mm-hmm.
You're really not the problem, and we're going to discuss that. Let's say it as plain as we can tonight. The system is not designed for you to feel content.
Okay, it is, believe it or not, designed to keep you spending, which a lot of the TikTok videos. Just think about it. I've seen so many deals on TikTok, and sometimes they have those little deals for you to click on them, and then they're not what they say they are, or they don't have that particular item.
Exactly.
So it's designed for you to keep spending, for you to keep comparing, because just think about it. Even some of the sites, Temu, Shein, you're comparing between the two. So Amazon throw that in, Walmart in the mix. We're always comparing. We're always chasing the best deal. That's what we do.
King Sedell said he agreed, but you click on them and it's a lie.
Yep, that is true. That happens. You are correct. And then we're always upgrading. We want something better.
You know why? Because a content person, they don't overspend. Think about that now.
Okay,
a content person, they don't overspend. So
if you're content with everything, you don't overspend. Some people, I can see that. But if you're satisfied, you tend not to overspend. But when you're comparing, and sometimes when you're comparing, guys, and even with TikTok, you get in there and you may not see what you were supposed to see, or maybe higher or whatever, but you're still going to venture off into something else. So it is designed for you to spend. So guys, don't chase validation. Never, never, ever, ever. And don't feel left behind.
And that makes it harder to control. I want you guys to type the word free if you're ready to break out of that mindset of feeling like you're broke or feeling like you have to compare, chase, or upgrade based off of your scrolling. Type the word free in there if you're ready to break loose from that.
Okay, guys. So let's get to this. Okay, so what we've actually looked at tonight is deeper than money. We talked about perceptions, we talked about mindsets, We talked about how to break free. Those are things that we
Or
discussed.
you're spending
Yeah.
on cruise control, auto
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah. And if you're a content person, you tend not to overspend. So it's all about mindset, identity, and awareness. And many of us have been conditioned, brainwashed to measure our worth by what we can acquire, the cars, the houses, the clothes, instead of what we already sustain. When you constantly comparing your life to curated images on these social media platforms about, or seeing what your friends drive to work or what they wear to work or whatever, you will always feel like you're lacking, like you don't have enough, even when you're stable. True wealth begins with the moment you stop chasing the appearances and start valuing peace, discipline, and purpose.
I totally agree, Doc B. I think a lot of people need to really start reevaluating their finances, because right now a lot of people feel broke even though they're not necessarily financially broke. It's more of a psychological thing that's happening. That's why it's important that you guys get a grip on your finances. The little test that I gave earlier, which you guys scrolling through, especially looking at those subscriptions that some of them you're paying for that you don't even use.
I know.
Now, it's not just those subscriptions that you guys are paying for. Look how many times you may eat out during the week. Look at how many times you may stop by that package store and grab you something to drink. Put all of those things together to see where you can possibly cut costs so that you can feel like you're actually doing more with your finances. All right, let me leave you with this here. Some of y'all are not broke, okay? You just been trained to feel like you're broke. You wake up, you go to work, you pay your bills, and instead of feeling accomplished, you feel like you're behind. And that's by design. It's funny, I'm gonna share this personal story with you guys. Many years ago, when I was coming up and my kids was really small, I used to work so much. And one of my relatives told me, you work all the time, but you always say you broke. And I used to always tell them, at least my bills are paid. But at the same time, I realized my bills was paid, but I was not really content or satisfied because I could not do a lot of the extra things that I wanted to do, but I was content that my bills was paid. So if you feel like you don't have enough, you always keep chasing more and never sit in what you've already built. Real wealth isn't just money, guys. It's control, it's clarity, and it's also the confidence where you stand. Okay? And the moment you stop letting the world define your value, that's when you actually become rich. Believe it or not, I think me and Doc B said it in one of the episodes that we did when we was in Thailand. It probably was one of the most humbling things.
Yes.
Me and Doc B, I wouldn't say we took a wrong route, but we had took a different route. We had wanted to walk from one of our destinations just so we can kind of see the inner city of Thailand. And we actually strolled through Bangkok. And we actually strolled through one of the neighborhoods that some people may say unbecoming, impoverished or whatever. But one thing we noticed was these was working people. These was the working people that you pass by every day or may have came and picked you up to take you to your destination. These was very humbling people, and they were satisfied with their life. A lot of times we feel like we need to have everything in the world to be satisfied. You can be rich mentally and not necessarily financially and still live a good life.
Yeah, because what happens in the United States is everything is so commercialized that in other countries, they are comfortable with what they have, that little that they have, they're comfortable and they're happy because you see them smiling, they're happy because they don't feel like they have to have everything that they have in the United States. All of this stuff, a lot of stuff, guys, I've never realized a lot of the stuff that we have, we don't need, you know, and that's going to be another episode because, you know, a lot of people don't realize it until they go abroad and see how other cultures live.
Exactly. So guys, we appreciate you guys
Mhm.
joining us this evening.
Yes, we do.
We got a request for tonight's podcast because a lot of people are feeling broke, even though they were
Yes.
not financially broke. And we just wanted to kind of give you guys an understanding, like where these feelings can come from.
Yeah. So make sure, guys, that you follow, subscribe, comment, and share this live with someone who you think may need to hear it. And if you have any final thoughts, I would like for you to go ahead and add them at this time.
Yeah.
And again, we appreciate you guys being a part of the JMB family.
Yeah, go ahead and share your thoughts, guys. And while you're sharing your thoughts, your final thoughts about tonight's podcast, go ahead and tap that screen, send those gifts, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Thank you. Much love to you. Yes.
Honestly, it just feels like everything is too expensive. You're absolutely right. Right now, everything is too expensive for regular people.
Yeah.
And I think Billion, a bear, I can't remember which one, was saying, you know, the cost of everything is so high. And right now, it doesn't matter whether you got money or not. You still recognize the financial pressure of what's going on. You know, it's funny because I usually keep my vehicle full, and that's just me. I just like to keep full.
Me too.
But for some reason, I guess because of the prices, I actually let my vehicle get down to less than a quarter of a tank, and I was so upset this morning when I had to go get gas while I was handling some business this morning, and I was so upset. I said, well, this particular gas station is known for high prices. So I said, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get $20 and I'll gas up somewhere where I know that I can get a better price or even use my discount points to get a few cents off of the gallon. I put in those $20. And when I got in the car, I looked at, I just said, oh my God.
It probably didn't move.
It barely went over
Oh my God.
a quarter tank of gas. It's almost like, it was like, bloop. And I just couldn't believe it.
That got the price of gas. What was the gallon? Was it $3.69?
It was just $3.69. Yeah.
So we're in Georgia,
yeah.
and that is the price of gas.
And
it jumped 20 cents in a week's time.
And that's what's so crazy because, you know, a month ago, $45 filled up my vehicle.
Yeah.
Filled it up. $20 would at least have me at half a tank.
Yeah.
Sad, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for those gifts. We appreciate you guys. So keep those coming.
And make sure you follow our top gifters.
Yes.
I think King Sadell actually has that spot right now. And somebody else, I can't tell. I can't tell at the moment, but I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for flowing through the JMB Live podcast. We appreciate you guys joining us on this St. Patrick Day.
Yes.
Some of you guys are probably at the bar drinking or whatever you're doing, and when you're following us live right now, we really appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So add those final comments. We got a couple of people chiming in right now. I'm not sure what that little free means. Is that me? What's that mean? So that's in Bigo.
I think what's happening right now on one of our social platforms, King Sadell is one of our sponsors. Okay. And I think he has some kind of a raffle or something that's going on for some of the viewers. So some of the viewers are coming through and hoping that they can win that raffle that King Sadell has going on.
Okay,
so
cool. I like it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. So guys, tell us more of what you guys feel in regards to tonight's episode. Somebody said, what's popping, my brother in Christ? Hope you are having a great day. God be the glory. Yes. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you so much.
Yes.
See some people that may know us know we're definitely church going people. You know, I grew up in the church. My father was a preacher, also a builder. But you know, I grew up in the church, so I love God, and we also incorporate that sometimes in our podcast. So if you don't believe in God, hey, I have nothing against you. But that's just what our personal beliefs are.
Okay, guys. So tonight's topic, we were talking about how people are not actually broke, but they feel broke, and they feel broke because they are overwhelmed. All of these different perceptions, their mindset. They're seeing their neighbors with more. It's broadcast on social media all the time about people maybe traveling. People have these nice cars, nice houses. And even though you may be content with where you are, which is good if you are, but sometimes people tend to feel small or feel left behind if they don't have those items. And so some of them, a lot of people we used to refer back to it back in the day is trying to keep up with the Joneses, because you see somebody with something and then you want it, not knowing that you don't have the money to purchase it, but you just felt like you have to have that. And if you don't, you feel like you broke and you don't have enough.
All right, guys, before we get out of here, I want you guys to follow our top gifter, King Sadell.
Yes,
a lot of you guys may not know. We just mentioned a minute ago. He is one of our sponsors. King Sadell has great content.
Yes.
He's been doing this for quite some time. He has many followers. So if you're not following King Sadell, FDR King Sadell, make sure you go follow him right now.
Okay, shout out to Judy Moore, Shiloh,
Jeffrey, Sierra,
Wood, A71. We
Katie,
appreciate you guys.
Kadibri. I can't really pronounce that.
Kadubri. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Alexis 111, Mr. Scarface.
Yeah. So keep those gifts coming. We appreciate you guys. And if you want to ask us anything, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. If you won't have a particular topic you want us to discuss, you can ask, you can put it in the comment as well. And if you want to just come up and join us in the conversation, you can do that as well. We would love for you to do that.
Now, real quick, guys, definitely before we get out of here, I want you guys to make sure that you guys run on over to YouTube. I know everybody watches YouTube. Run over to YouTube, Billion, I'm a Woman.
Yeah, woman of God.
Oh, yes, nice.
Too.
Run on over to YouTube and at Live with J&B, and make sure you guys subscribe. All of our content is there. Mm-hmm. We suggest that everybody subscribe to our YouTube page so you can get all of our content and you won't miss a thing. We got a lot of beautiful things coming.
Share with us how you're building the house. I remember you said that.
Yeah, I saw that in the comments
as well. So share that comment. Maybe you can be, an inspiration to someone else who's interested in building a home. Yeah. Please, amen. I know, right, sister? I got you.
I know that's right. Keep on praying. Keep them prayer hands up.
Yes. Because right now, and particularly right now, the prices, the interest rates, and everything are through the roof, right, Brother J3?
Yeah, it's not the best look right now.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people, and it's not, especially in regards to real estate. Real quick. It's not that the markets are bad because people are still buying houses. It's just some people are concerned with the climate because of what's going on with the ongoing wars around the world and the ones that we were put in, without congressional approval.
Yeah. And then some people are concerned with how unstable the market is as well because. Like I said, his president, I don't know what might happen.
My president, that's true.
I don't know what might happen tomorrow.
We'll say the United States president. We'll say that because everybody didn't vote for him. But this conversation today is not about him.
Yeah, it's not.
In fact, that was one of the reasons why we had a conversation today, because we kind of wanted everybody to get off of some of the crazy things that are going on around the world and talk about some things that's more self-helpful to one another. And that's what we wanted to do. So that's why we wanted you guys that may be feeling like you're broke right now, but not necessarily broke financially. Hey, Pecan Tan,
Hey, and see you
what's-
later, Billion.
what's up, my cousin? Wakanda forever. Appreciate you joining us. You came in on the tail end, but you know what? It's always a blessing when you come through.
Yes,
So
yes,
thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys follow
Miss St.
Pecan Tan.
James, hey.
Make sure you guys follow Pecan Tan.
Yes,
Yes, she is my actual real blood cousin. But she also has great content, guys. So make sure you follow her whenever JMB Live is not on live. You guys can follow her if you see her and have a really good time over there with her.
Yes, yes. It's right now. I think she may be our second top gifter, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I think she is.
And I remember Miss St. James.
Yeah, Miss St. James that came through before.
Yes,
Miss St. James, you done came through here before,
yes.
right? I think you done hit the comments a few times too.
Yeah.
Hey, Most Williams, appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
Brenda, thank you for joining us. Lucille, thank you for joining us. Lucille, okay. BMF, all right now. Aaron T, all right. Aaron T, we appreciate you joining us.
You guys,
Jay Frank, thank you.
Part of the JMB family. I can't thank you enough, guys. We appreciate you. Okay.
That's right. We're discussing the feeling of being broke despite having money.
Yes.
You know, a lot of guys probably feel like that, but you know, hey, it's the world we live in, but we gonna be all right.
Okay, guys. So tap that screen, send those gifts. We appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you follow, subscribe, comment, and share this live with somebody who needs to hear it.
Drifted if you want. If you ain't, it says beautiful black love makes me happy with y'all.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, Broker J3. That's gonna be it for us. I am your girl, your favorite auntie, Dr. B.
And you guys know I'm your favorite uncle. Hopefully, you know
by now.
Your boy, you know that guy who. Broker J3.
And thank you guys for all of the likes, the shares, the hearts, the gifts. We really appreciate you.
Just thank you for the love in general, because you know, me and Doc B started this not for us, but we started this for you guys. You know, we wanted to make sure we had a platform where you guys get to speak up, and that's what we wanted to stay with. And we enjoy when you guys comment, chime in.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the love. And as always, what we like to say before we get out of here, and sometimes when we start our podcast, let's talk about